Yeah, there you go. Oh, she's got the ruler ready. What is she going to do? We don't know. We have no idea. Whoop. Watch the ruler. Yeah. Oh, big girl. You a big girl?
Oh.
You are? Yeah. You're a big girl. Okay, we gotta mute that one. Gotta go from all chat. All the things we get to do. Pop out. Hi, Melanie. Look at all those pink hands she has up there. Those are for you. Yeah. It says, hey, Sandra and Dee. Yes. How are you today, Melanie? Hi, June. Hi, Gladys. It was fun getting everything set up. Just as we just about ready, I had to go do a diaper change. Who's that? You see you in two places now? Do you? You're sitting in that line for school. At least I don't have to sit in a line. She comes to me and she gets picked up from me. Just before I hit the go live button, I thought I was going to sneeze. No, we don't throw the rulers on the floor. If you don't want the ruler, we hang it back up. I can give you a smaller one. Can I give you a smaller one? Here, here. See, look, I give you a smaller one. And Mary says, hi, cutie pie. Yeah, hi, Jennifer. Say hi, Jennifer. Can you go, yay? Is that ruler better? That one better? Say hi, Darlene. Yeah, Darlene's on there. Darlene's up there, but you can't see her. We have a new checkout system. It's called Pick My Kid app. Oh no. So you tell them when you're in the line and they send them out. Well, she says, hi, sweet baby D. And she has a happy face. It looks like a little hamster, a pig, and a puppy. Yeah. Look at all those things for you. Yeah. She's already had her nap. Oh, we don't want to close nothing. Let Grandma do this. I will give it back to you just a minute, because I'm turning off the battery. Oh, okay. In Spokane, I want to go. There's an app, something about Check Out Spokane, and they're actually hiding money in different spots around town. And hello, Kim, and hello, Gayla. And Gayla's working on her hexies, I bet. But we're on the big screen, so she can see things better. And she chats through the telephone. Is there a way of chatting through the big screen? I need to know that. Is there a way? You know, everybody always says they can't chat when they're on the big screen. So I was just finding out if it's real or not. But today, I want to put the binding on the witch quilt. I have to tell you the story last night. I made a deal with myself. After she left, I went up and I made went up and got a Happy Meal. Well, I made a deal with myself yesterday that I was not going to pick up my cross stitch until that quilt and the Christmas stockings were done that I have to get done. So the World Series game was going and scary movies was starting, so I put them on screen. But after I got back from getting the Happy Meal and the orange bucket, which I now have 2 of or 4 of or whatever it is, I decided I would sew on the binding until the World Series game got over yesterday. That thing went into extra innings. Not 1 or 2. They did 18 innings. They played a whole nother ball game. So over 6 hours they played. Over just under 6 hours I hand sewed. I had to take a break. And one of their commercial breaks, I run some garbage out because today was garbage day. And of course, I took a couple female potty breaks. But I got the quilt half done. Half. So if it takes over 5 hours to do half a quilt, I got 5 more hours to go. So they have a game on tonight. I guess she doesn't like my fabric. Don't throw my phone. Yes, that was a very, very long game. Those poor guys was getting so tired. They was getting so tired. They was even eating in the stand. Carrie made it to, I could think 2 hours of it. Carrie left when the game was supposed to be over, because they predicted it was going to be over 8 o'clock my time. Well, they was wrong. And I said I would stitch. And then my fingers was getting so sore. I said I would stitch to this corner. That way I had 3 corners done. Well, I had a little bit of thread left. I carry. And so I went ahead and I stitched out that last 2 inches. As I was putting the last stitch in, they hit the home run and ended the game. I missed the home run because I was concentrating on where I was putting the stitches. So I had to wait for the replay. But it's like, first you had to get through all the people up and jumping. Yeah, what are you going to do with that? Yeah, what? Well, good thing it didn't hit everything else. When she's done with something, she just gives it a chuck. Just like, I changed her bottom. Uh-oh. What's next? Here, this is the only thing left to throw. She's not throwing them. She's just dropping them off the back side of the table. Oh, she's not sure if she wants to drop it yet. There's actually, my can is there. Hi, Kathy. Your inspection over? Is your inspection over, Kathy? Because Kathy talked about getting on if they got there early. There's that. You passed? Okay. That's the main thing. It's like, is there any little things that you have to do differently? I'm always curious. I'm my own worst inspector. Trying to figure out where my camera is. Which side it is. Because I think I'm looking up in the sky. But it's just one of those things. Her mama's day started out. She got halfway to work and realized she forgot her glasses. So she had to turn around, go back, bring in and drop her off fast and go. And I think she said she was going to go to McDonald's today. I don't remember right. Tomorrow I won't have this little cutie tootie. Her auntie's taking her on Wednesdays now. Yeah, what? What? Can you say boo? See, is there a ghost here somewhere? There was in that fabric she threw, I think. Yep. What's a boo? I'm gonna see if there's one on here. There's a skeleton. There's no ghost on this witch fabric. Well, that's not Halloween. You have to have a ghost. See what's on this other one. There's just pumpkins. Okay. Which one do you like? This one? What? You already unthreaded it. Okay, Kathy. Kathy said she'd be back soon. That's all the Halloween I got. Oh, there's a little chunk of this one. Let's see, is there a ghost? There's a ghost. There's a boo. There's a boo. What's that? Is that a boo? And the kitty goes, kitty, kitty. What's a kitty, kitty say? What's a kitty, kitty say? See, is there a kitty, kitty on here? There's a spider. Well, heck. What kind of Halloween fabric do I have? Well, ones that she don't like. Yeah, what? We are having spaghetti. My hubby hates it and wanted to get himself some fried chicken. I told him if he's going against his complaining about food costs on takeout. Yeah, you won. So spaghetti is it.
1, 2, 3.
See, my spaghetti, if it's actual long spaghetti noodle, then I have to eat it the next day. I don't like it the first day. This little one loves spaghetti. But boy, can she make a mess. When she eats spaghetti, it's usually her shirt's off, she's wearing a diaper and a bib. But it's her face, it's all over. Mama just put in. Yeah. Yeah, it's like when I went to McDonald's the other day, the Happy Meals are like $5.49 in tax. It's either just right over $6. So I was going to get the chicken strips if they didn't have the correct pail. The chicken strips ended up costing more than the Happy Meal. Oh, you hear Mama? You hear Mama? She's escaping. She's escaping. Just before we also went on the live, she was up on the bed because I changed her diaper. And I come out to do some, I was hunting for her bink because she lost it on the way. And I get to the door and I'm watching her. She's throwing everything that's on my bed into the playpen. And then she's got her leg up over the edge of the playpen. And then she got her other leg and she lowered herself down into the playpen. Hi, Lisa. Normally they scream to get out, not try to get in. I have the black bucket and the orange bucket myself. Melinda has the white one. We still have red and green to go. But our town's only had orange buckets so far. So I put some toys in one of them today, and she just packed it around the house for a while. And then she lost interest. Which one did you get? Which colors did you get? I think they all have glow-in-the-dark stickers. So far, that's what I've noticed. Ronnie got me a white bucket, and so did Melinda. But they can be used for giving kids Halloween candy even. Yeah, you got the orange, black, and white? Well, we got the same. I bet that red's going to be the hard one. But, see, Saturday night, I got this project all done. Yeah. Okay, I got this project all done. I love how it gets out so soft. Rag sampler quilt. It was just sampler blocks that was done on lives, bordered them, and then put a border around everything. I love this border around everything. It is cozy. But it's like, you see more of the purple stand out on the pretty. As I pull everything off up there when I wanted only the witch. And then I have half of the big quilt done. See, I had given her the little ruler, so I'm safe. I have the big one. I need to do some trimming. Trimming, squaring, whatever we want to call it. The witch needs her binding, so I figure I can start it. It's not anything new. It's something that just needs to be complete. And then another UFO that I've been carrying around for like 7 years can be done. But I have to get the big one done. I have to get the Christmas stockings done. At the last 3 rag quilts, or out of the last 4 rag quilts, I did one with all cotton Halloween, and then I did a denim and cotton one, frosting. I did that one that I didn't have the Halloween fabric to do it because I'm making another one. And it's like, so it was all out of the scraps I had. And that turned out, I loved it even more. And then I go, why can't I do a sampler block? So I did it. I put the border around it instead of sashing. So it looks like sashing, but it's just a border around. So I made 25 mini quilts. Is what I can say I did. 25 mini quilts. I just wrecked that fabric. I forgot to flip the fabric out. So my pieces that I could use are going to have to be all put back together. I'll show you my chopped up mess here in a minute. But yeah, Lisa, give it a go. I like it just as much as if I did flannel. The one that the first rag quilt I ever received, my son made me. See, I had the fabric under there, so I have this funny little tail. I still have the biggest share of the fabric. You like the witch? The witch was purchased in a yard sale bundle. And I just had to do all the finishing because whatever they used for the iron-on or needle turn, whatever it was, it's like I had to do all the repairs. It wasn't sticking. It wasn't doing anything it was supposed to be doing. But I paid $4 for a box of quilting. It says quilting thing. My friend bought it, not knowing anything about it. But out of the $4 box, this was the only thing that was worth keeping. And then my daughter and I, we both like the Wicked Witch of the West. So she's getting this witch. She knows she's not getting it for this Halloween. Unless I can get it done before Thursday when she's here. But I'm not sure what kind of a hanger I want to use. But there's the witch for anybody. And then there's a moon up there. But the detail on the quilting, I will never do. I don't have that patience. I can't. I get into a swirl, I can't get myself back out of a swirl. I always used to say, well, I'd never paint myself in a corner, but quilting is like painting yourself in a corner. You got to be able to get yourself back out. And I am not that person. That my Halloween one is actually the first one I did free motion the best I could. Isn't it adorable, Kim? I'm not even sure where it really, coloring book. It's like I Googled it. I can't find anything. Because I thought I needed to make one for myself. Hi, Donnell. Trying to square this up. It was pretty square before I sent it out to the quilting. But you know how the quilting is. It can change everything fast. It can change. And then they all said purple for the binding. So purple it is. The quilted heart. No, I never found the heart from that last week. We had our discussion. They was going to refund me 100% on the quilting, and I couldn't do it. I get a conscience, I guess. I got a completed quilt. It might be wrong. I can live with it, but I agreed to go 50-50. You do jumbo meander. It's like, I'm just not. I did a few with ruler and whatnot, but we made a deal. I'm satisfied with it, but I couldn't take it for free. That's me. I couldn't do it for free. Okay, bye, Kim. And they had heart blossoms and blossoms. And when the gal called me back, she says, I wonder if they did blossoms. And she described what blossoms was. And that's what they did. They did blossoms. Get all these hung back up before the little one. Yeah, because I couldn't see 100%. I couldn't see 100% refund because I still have a completed quilt. Now, my other one that got done, where the gal took my backing and made a whole nother quilt out of it, that was uncalled for. She needed to read the instructions. I only took 2 pieces down. There was nothing about a backing being needed for it. I need this. Wasn't done with this yet. When my helper was in here, I had to quit cutting my binding. I don't use the sharp things when the little one's here. When my, what do I call her? Secretary or entertainment department? She's kind of entertainment. And I do 2 1/4 binding. I don't like 2 1/2. It's okay, but I don't like 2 1/2. I think it gets too big.
No.
I did on a, what was it, table runner. They wanted 1 3/4 binding, and I did it. Not very willing. It's like that there. You have to sew on it under the quarter. But it's just one of those things. My fingers, everything fought to roll that over. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down because when I do the binding, this is where I use the lines in the ruler, the board. I always lay it up against, means I have salvage there. That way, I know it's lined up straight this way. And I always overlap it some. I put one pin in. It's like, but she couldn't believe that I was willing to take less, because I guess nobody has on a mistake. But she was going to go check the order. She was going to see if it was her mistake where they couldn't read what she wrote. Well, that didn't show up on that, so where's the black? Hi, Denise. Oops, she retracted. Because we spell so good. My spell check, my hello will come out hell or help, or it'll come out anything except for hello. Yeah, everyone. Flip it, get it lined up again. I put it at whatever and a half. I know I have way too much. You do? Well, Donnell, if you haven't been here before or much, you'll see a lot of purple. You will see lots of purple. I'm starting to run out of it. It's like, that's my favorite color. So when people gift me things, it's usually purple. And it's purple on this quilt that's behind me. There's purple. It's Halloween behind me. And Purple Pooh is hidden, because Purple Pooh has got another one above it. It's like, if Missouri Yeah, what the heck is Randy's site? Missouri something. He will say, Sandra, there's other things in this world besides purple. It's your color? Okay. It took me a while to get the purple rotary cutter. It's actually, I call this raspberry, but they call it purple. And then those miniature toolboxes, Missouri Outlaw. Okay. It's like, I just went brain dead on what his name was besides. He comes on and Dee's not here. He's gone. He comes for Dee. Hey, you Patty. Yep. It's like, here, I'll get it down just for Patty G. Purple poo. That's the purple poo. And there's a long story behind it, and it works. I've had this since my 50th birthday. It was a bracelet and a necklace, but I preferred just a longer necklace. But there's one piece of this purple poo is in Canada. When I redid it, there was one. You're still clipping those rags? Those clips can take a while, can't they, Patty? I finished my rag quilt, actually, Sunday morning, just after midnight. I washed it twice, put it in the dryer, did all that shifting back and forth until 1. And then take out that lint. Oh, fell out of your bed? No. Once you find a scissor and a good movie, something that you can listen to, my clipping went really well. Except for, what was it? Friday night to Saturday morning. I was clipping and taking off the excess in my bed. I had lint everywhere. When you start clipping that lint, yeah, isn't it nice though to have choices, Jennifer? We all go through that. Oh, she broke the thread off in there. I go, how's there thread in there? And I think that's how a lot of people get stash. They'll go to the store and they'll see this fabric and then they think it's what they want and they buy a yard or 2 of it, but they don't have anything planned. And kits, I think, are overrated if you can find a pattern, but I prefer just the sampler blocks, especially when you're new at beginning quilter. Do samplers. Do what, like this one I did back here with the rag. I made a rag quilt that I thought would be for a baby after I washed it. It's a rug now. What made it not baby? But they do make good rugs too. But my very first rag rug that my son had helped make, It was all cotton. Cotton, frills and frays, and Patty G, do you leave your batting up in the rug only if on carpet? Unless you can buy that stuff to go on the back. But Patty G, do you leave the binding in the rag cuts? I don't. I do not. The first one I think I did, and I didn't like how that batting showed up, caught everything. It's like, there's something about it. I did not like the batting. So my batting is all trimmed off. And I've shown you guys on the live. I just fold it back and then trim. Okay, so you don't, yeah, so no batting. And that's another thing. I think if you don't want to take the extra time of trimming, get a neutral flannel instead of a batting. You can find some inexpensive flannel. Well, can't see it at Joann's anymore. But the only thing with flannel, I'm afraid how much it's gonna shrink compared to the other fabrics. Because flannel's like a 10% shrinker and cotton's a 5% shrinker. Gotta grab my, I just left my poo on for you, Patty G. Didn't feel like stretching back up there. Hi, Sateri. I was busy with you know who. Okay. That's fine. You see purple? Yes. It's all flannel. This quilt, I can tell you, it started out 75 by 75. It was a little over. When it's done, washed twice and dried, it is 75 by 75. Yeah. So you really got to watch your fabrics. Okay. My binding, I don't press it. I just start folding it and wrap it around. This is me and my binding. So this over here. I just fold it a few inches out, roll this on it. Normally I use a pill bottle, but it's got blades in it, so I don't bring it out. You have to start out with a decent sized square if you're using flannel, especially not rewashed. Yeah. My Halloween one out of cotton was 10-inch square. And I haven't measured them. But it's like right off the bat, on a 10-inch square, if you sew a 1/2 inch in to make your rag, you're already down to 9. And then when it washes, it's going to go down again. So like the 8 goes down to 7. And then when you washed it, it went down to 6. It's like, we all know we're all busy. We're all usually doing something while we're here. We're always doing something. It's like Courtney saying, hey. She had her first, next grade up school. So she must be junior high. I do like jeans and flannels for a right quilt. I did jeans and cotton because I didn't like the idea of the flannel. Oh, I forgot. I made Ronnie a right quilt. I bought that really, really, really nice, thick flannel. Yeah. That flannel was so thick. I didn't put batting in it. Because Ronnie's always cold. And when she sits on the couch watching TV with the family. Hi, Courtney. And she has it on her bed because husband sleeps hot and she's always cold. Yeah, I just got your message. You got to be proud of your kiddo. This grade is the hardest transition, I think. My junior high and high school were all in the same thing, so everybody knew everybody. But now, these school districts where they change so much, they let so-and-so come from a town away. Down here, we have at our car wash in the morning, there was 6 vehicles meeting the bus there. They came from Odessa, the next town over. But as long as they got them here, then they got on that bus at 6:30 in the morning to go to the next town 32 miles away. Courtney, when you get to be 70, I hope you can live with your pain like I do. You have to learn to live with the pain because it's not going away. And I don't want drugged up because those drugs didn't work. I'm not going to go into life history, but it's like I wasn't nice to my body growing up. I just miss Evel Knievel. Yeah, you're trying. But it's like, I just said, I'm not going to take them pain pills. I am not taking this. I'm not going to be. I don't get it done as fast. I have to take breaks. I should have taken more breaks in the World Series last night, but I quilted for over 5 hours, almost 6. It was a nice, long night of hand sewing. 2 potty breaks, a garbage break, and dinner break. I started with dinner before I sat down. But that World Series game went 18 innings. They had it right down to 6 hours and however many minutes. It's about 11:51, 52. I use the heating. I have the extra large heating pad that when I can't get to sleep, I have to have the heating pad. It's got its own timer. It goes out. Okay, there's my batting, or binding. Slide the stick off. Put a pin in the little outside edge. This is how I do all my binding. And then it stores, so it's nicer. I'm putting a pin in the outside layers. And then I take and feed from the middle out. I think that's the middle, but it doesn't. Yep, it's like. And it presses itself pretty much while you do that. Okay. They always say start bottom, middle. I don't know why. Is there a reason for that? It's like, I've been quilting 30 plus years. It's like, made my first quilt in 1972. But I taught myself. I don't have a comic board in my house. I don't plan on having a comic board in my house. My fabric is all flat folded. You start where you want to, Courtney? Okay. They always say. And then when I start sewing the hand binding, when I start sewing it down by hand, it's like, I start in the corner. I'm not starting out in the middle. And then I got to make a label for her because she is the Flying Witch and she had quite the journey from the long armor here. She had quite the journey. She went from Salem, Oregon to Detroit, Michigan, and then she went down to Colorado, and she went over to Arizona. She went one place in Arizona for breakfast, another one was there for lunch, is what we say. Then she moved to the next place in Arizona for dinner, and that's where she spent the night. But it's like, she has quite the travel. Then she went from there to Utah, had dinner, lunch, dinner, spent the night, breakfast, and then she headed home. And then she got to our big town, Spokane. She ended up spending the night there. Hi, Kathy. It's like the kindergarten quilt. The hand sewing of the binding is a thing of the past for a lot of people. And it's like, so she has quite the story of her travel. It says she needs a passport almost. Okay, fold it up, fold it back down, and make sure it lines up with that edge. I love it and won't go back to, I won't even do machine on pot holders hardly. When my pot holders I have, I think, has got machine, but I don't like it. Maybe if we had that fancy thing that the factories have that take the bind, put it over and sew both sides at the same time so there's one stitch. But I can't stitch through and leave that extra line of Kathy saying hello to everybody in chat. Kathy, did you stay up for all the series, the game last night? I stayed up all 18 innings, watched it all. Because I was hand sewing my binding last night. Made myself a deal that I would hand sew until the game was over. That's why it went so long. You only made it to the 16th inning. I made it to the all. So I got half of my binding done. So tonight I'm going to do the binding again. Yeah, it got over just before midnight. I can't remember if it was like 11:50, but all of our clocks are different. So 11:51, 11:55, whatever time it got over. It was a long game. And it's like, I either watch the Mariners or parts of the World Series. I don't do a lot of baseball. I hear my son's voice on granddaughter's phone. 6 hours and 51 minutes, I think they said last night. That's what they said. The one announcer was giving the innings and the time, and it's the record, everything. I think it was a fun game, but that's the second time I've made a deal to get something done. I'll play to the end of the inning, the game, and they both went into overtime. Oh, the one announcer, he was given time spans, but all their breaks, if they took them in there, because I've never seen a game with so many commercials. Because they go on a commercial if a pitcher's on, changing the pitcher, they go on a commercial. But 7 hours is close, because they go that before, they go after. But let's get off the baseball. I heard Kathy say yesterday on Gladys's that she's going to start working on her UFOs and try to get one done. Which one, Kathy? Summer Moon? Come on, Kathy, commit. We need you. We'll encourage you on. We'll push. We'll do no Summer Moon. Okay, it's like we'll go like Delaney does. Yay! Oh, I got a few more minutes. Can I get it done? It's almost time for the mini star. But see, this stays right here all nice. Every once in a while I have to take time. Chicken salad? Well, commit to one and we'll encourage you. I just threw out the chicken salad pattern. I didn't print it up. I just hit trash. So I can't help you on it now. It's like I had too many things on hold. Yes, encourage you, Kathy. And I working on UFOs and 1 month quilt done, but still need to post it. It's the muscle car by Legit. If I have to do another FPP, it would just be random blocks, like a holiday one. Rather it have hearts, ice cream cones, stars. I would just have a all holiday one, FPP. I love FPP, I love EPP, but it's not on my list. It's like when Courtney does her blocks, I try to do them with her. But I have to make, I think, 4 black and white blocks. Courtney, did you get your red, white, and blue one together yet? She has one for the veterans that she did with another YouTuber. I made her some blocks and sent them to her. It's all done with the same block, just different fabric. Whoever red and blue they had. We know one thing, she's not going to use that red, white, and blue thread. That thread was a pain. She ended up picking most of my red, white, and blue block swap quilt out. Goddess says, welcome back, Kathy. Hoping to get the embroidery tables out to garage. I have the blocks put together as a top, but need backing. I just did that means the little star will be coming anytime. And she's harder to hold down. She's out there dance, 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 dance. But if she turns around and you're filming her, she quits. She knows that camera is on her. So you'll get it in 2 different segments. Okay, I want to go to about here. I always mark it with a pin. She's a little dance nut. But I have a kitty on her Halloween bag. And I says, this is Kitty. And Kitty goes, meow, meow, meow. She goes, woof, 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 woof. We got to get her unconfused on what a cat says. But it's still cute. Because the ghost goes boo. And the kitty goes bow wow. Woof, woof. And then the other mistaken thing is she won't, the spider doesn't say anything. I says, Mama says, eek. My goals is to get as many orders and my own quilts to be quilted by the end of this year. Oh, who's that? So, what Dad planning? What's your dinner out there tonight?
Depends on how long it takes them to help Gordon sort his cows.
Oh. Because you have a cook that gets there off work. Is she not a very good cook at getting things done?
And then he wants to know if we're doing dinners for Thursday.
Thursday dinner, I have a choice. We can do spaghetti, Spanish rice, or like the potato pizza pie, or the one with the shepherd's pie with the mashed potatoes on top.
Okay. You're staying in here.
I just gotta make myself go to the grocery store and buy some bread.
No.
Bye.
Bye.
She's telling her mama bye.
Bye.
So it's like, close this drawer off.
Yeah, Santa.
Ho, 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 ho. He says, ho, 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 ho.
What's in the chair? Look. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Did you poo any more pellets?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, you guys stay with Grandma. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this off right now so she can unthread it. But come here. Oh! Okay, the witch. Look at the witch.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the witch. What's that? I. It's a witch. Here's her hands. See, hands. This is her hat. Her hair. Look at, you want to see her feet? Yeah. Where's her eye? Can you find her eye? Look at her shoes. Look at her shoes. Like, this is where, now that she's walking, it's like, it's harder to keep her entertained. What? Yeah? You want to tell her about your sad story? My goals of getting things done. What do you see? You see babies? Oh, there are babies up there. Yeah. You gonna say hi to everybody? Babies. If you wouldn't rip off a tag, I'd get one down. Yeah. There's a skeleton. She likes the back of the quilt. And then she has her foot up resting on it. Yeah, dance. Yeah. But Courtney, I don't want to send you that last quilt until you're caught up again. It's like I want you to get all your others done. No. Put that back. I have that. The Wonky Block Swap one to send you. But I don't want to send it until you get everything else caught up. Will you stay out of them pins? They're gonna get you. No. Yeah, no. Oh, don't head slam. You're the one that slammed Grandma. Grandma should be the one crying. Something to play with. Something different that she hasn't seen. Santa Claus. Santa Claus says, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, it makes noise. You want to tell everybody that thank you for coming over? What? They're babies, yeah. It's like there's a baby up there. Let me see. These are older than you are by a long shot. Oops. We'll turn the camera down some. See? Baby. And to comb their hair, you just go like this. How she goes. There's a whole bunch of them up there, Grandma. Baby. Eyes. Nose. Yeah. Eyes. He has brown eyes. You have green brown. But the chat's not moving, so I don't know if that part froze up or not. Everything else is still going. But you're going to tell them all bye-bye? And we'll go out to where you can run around? Because she's going to take off. And Carrie says, hi, Dee. But Carrie, we can talk after we're done here. And I got the binding just about on. Oh. But I want to tell everybody, thank you for coming by. I'll get this finished and see you on Thursday. If I get bored tomorrow because it's just me, you might see me. Who knows? But bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. And Courtney, talk to you later. Okay. as you're waiting for the kiddo. Okay, bye everybody. Bye, Patty. Keep clipping. Clip, clip, clip away. Bye.